The Summer I Turned Pretty Season 3. Episode 7 has finally dropped, and it has completely shifted the love triangle between Belly, Conrad, and Jeremiah. For the past 6 episodes, we have slowly been watching how Belly's feelings for Conrad, which were always hidden deep inside her, have started to show again. Belly herself has been torn between her choice, planning a wedding with Jeremiah, but constantly being reminded of the connection she has with Conrad. But in this episode, things became very clear because Conrad finally told Belly directly how he felt. It was the moment we have been waiting for. But instead of happiness, it ended in heartbreak as Belly told him that it was too late. For a second, it felt like this might really be the end of their love story. But if you pay attention closely, Episode 7 is full of small but powerful clues that actually prove the opposite. It is telling us louder than ever that Belly and Conrad are the true ending. This episode is filled with more hints than any of the past ones, and when we connect them all together, it becomes very clear that the story is heading in only one direction. Before we dive in, check out our breakdowns of previous episodes and don't forget to subscribe as we cover every step of this season till the finale. The first and one of the most important clues in this episode is the electric jolt. If you remember back in Season 2, Episode 1, there was a flashback where Belly was on the phone with Conrad. She said something that defined exactly what love meant for her. She told him that she couldn't imagine marrying someone who didn't give her fireworks, someone who didn't make her feel electric jolts every time she saw them. Now in Episode 7, when Conrad is preparing for the wedding guests to arrive, he is fixing a light and suddenly gets a real electric shock. It is not just random comedy. At that exact moment, Belly runs to him immediately, worried and connected to him. This was Jenny Han's way of directly reminding us of Belly's own words. The electric jolt is not only about the light, it's about how Belly still feels that spark with Conrad, no matter how much she is trying to push it down. Jeremiah, for all his sweetness, does not give Belly that same jolt. The next important clue comes through the red flowers. Earlier in Episode 6, we saw a single red flower growing under the blue hydrangea bush. But in Episode 7, we see that there are now more red flowers growing among the blue. This is not a random detail. All season long, the show has been using color symbolism to tell us about Belly's emotions. Blue has been connected with Jeremiah, and red has been connected with Conrad, especially after the Season 3 trailer where Conrad was often shown with red tones. When we see more red flowers appearing beneath the blue, it symbolizes Belly's hidden love for Conrad resurfacing. The increasing number of red flowers shows that her feelings for Conrad are growing stronger compared to the previous episode, where only a single red flower appeared. It is a visual reminder that her heart is shifting, even if she does not want to admit it yet. The third clue is the clock symbolism, shown in Belly's flashback. Conrad tells her to meet them back in an hour, and when she enters the glass shop, the clock clearly shows 3:05 p.m. Now, this might look like nothing, but think carefully. Episode 3:05 of this season was the peach scene, which was a major turning point in Belly's feelings toward Conrad. And if you add 3 plus 5, it equals 8. The number 8 turned sideways is the infinity symbol, which has always been the mark of Belly and Conrad's love from the very beginning. This detail is screaming to us that Conrad is the infinity, the forever, and not Jeremiah. Later in the flashback, when Belly leaves the shop, the clock shows 5:20 p.m. If you add 5 plus 2, that equals 7. And where are we now? Episode 7, the very episode where Conrad confesses his love, and Belly tells him it's too late. The show is telling us through the clock that timing has always been a struggle for Belly and Conrad. They keep missing each other, but the infinity sign in 3:05 reminds us that their connection is endless. Time might seem to be against them in the moment, but in truth, it is pushing them toward each other again and again. The clocks make it clear that Conrad and Belly are the destined endgame, no matter how many wrong timings they face in between. The fourth clue comes through the song, When the Party's Over. In Season 1, Episode 6, we first heard Billie Eilish's version of this song during a painful but important moment between Belly and Conrad. They were out on the dock, and Conrad gave Belly back the infinity necklace, telling her that he didn't want to lose her. Now, in Season 3, Episode 7, we hear James Blake's version of the exact same song during Conrad's confession and Belly's emotional breakdown after walking away from him. By using the same song again, the show is drawing a straight line between those two moments. In both times, Conrad is offering Belly forever. In both times, Belly is saying it's too late. And in both times, the infinity is right there between them. This parallel shows us that their story has not ended, it has simply been paused. The fifth clue is Jeremiah's absence. This is a change from the books that is very important. In the books, after Conrad's confession, Belly goes back to the house, gets into bed with Jeremiah, and tells him she loves him. But in the show, it plays very differently. Instead of going to Jeremiah, Belly goes to Taylor, cries, and then knocks on Jeremiah's wall. Unlike before, Jeremiah does not answer. That silence says everything. It shows that Jeremiah and Belly are not on the same page anymore, that there is a distance between them that is only growing. The absence of Jeremiah in this episode is a creative choice that makes us see the collapse of that relationship in front of our eyes. Belly is not running to Jeremiah for comfort. She is breaking down because her heart is still tied to Conrad. This difference from the books is not small. It is very meaningful. It is telling us that Jeremiah is fading out of the love triangle and that the story is moving firmly toward Belly and Conrad as the real end. The sixth clue is the dance floor scene with the purple lights. Belly is dancing, and the lighting around her is very symbolic. At first, the lights are purple, which is a mix of red and blue. Red stands for Conrad, and blue stands for Jeremiah. So purple means Belly is torn between them, holding both inside her. But as she starts thinking about Conrad, the purple lights slowly give way to red, showing that her mind and her heart are filled with him. Then, when she snaps herself back into reality, a flash of blue light hits her, reminding her of Jeremiah and the wedding she is about to have. This shift in colors is the perfect representation of Belly's inner struggle. Outwardly, she is trying to move forward with Jeremiah, but inwardly she is consumed by her memories of Conrad. The purple turning red shows that her feelings for Conrad are winning inside her, even though the outside world is pushing her toward blue. The seventh and final clue is the use of Taylor Swift's song LOML at the end of the episode. The show is famous for using Taylor Swift songs at key moments, and when LOML plays, you know it is not random. The lyrics mean love of my life, but the song is about both love and loss. In episode 7, it plays while Belly is crying in bed, and Conrad is sitting alone on the dock after pouring his heart out. By using this song for both of them, the show is tying their points of view together. They are both hurting, but they are both each other's love of their lives. This is not just about sadness, it is about connection. Even when they are apart, and even when they feel like they have lost each other, the truth is they are still bound by being the love of each other's life. That is why this song is such a powerful confirmation of Endgame. It leaves no doubt that Belly and Conrad are the ones meant for each other. That's all for today's video. Don't forget to like if you enjoyed it and subscribe for more exciting updates on The Summer I Turned Pretty Season 3.